So recently there has been this new trend in the black community called the quarter zip trend. And now if you don't know what it is, let me just play this quick song here for you.
I'm not a YN anymore. Everything changed once, well, you know. I've got a quarter sip, chilling with my homies, sipping matcha, and I moved up to the suburbs, oh yeah. Don't you know that I've been this way? No more Nike Techs, I'm wearing quarter sips all day.
So pretty much young black men are dressing less like thugs. It's not even just black men, as you can see on the screen here. Young men in general are dressing less like thugs and more business casual. And while it is a bit of a meme, I like the direction this is heading, right? I think this is perfectly fine. But instead, you got a bunch of morons out here saying you're a real silly goose if you wear this type of stuff. They're claiming that you're a raccoon, if you catch my drift. You know, if you wear a quarter zip, somehow it's the equivalent of wearing a white hood. If you see what I'm going, if you see where I'm going with this type of nonsense, they're leaving all of these angry, rage-filled comments that, in my opinion, truly belong in the garbage, right? And you know, the thing is, the funny thing is, now that I think about it, now that I really think about it, they did the exact same thing when I was a kid growing up watching anime. So when I watched Dragon Ball, I watched Inuyasha, people would say, oh, you're corny. Oh, you're trying to be white. You know, it's also applied to kids who try to show off their drawings in school. They'll say, oh, you're gay. You know, it's like these people are the same idiots who simply walk around sagging their pants and showing their butt cracks to all of their homies. You know, they're walking around pretending to be gangsters, trying to be roadmen and acting all tough constantly. Bitch, you're stupid. Nobody cares about what you have to say because you literally bring zero value to any conversation, right? It's not racist to wear a quarter zip. Nobody is trying to be another race, you absolute bumbling idiots. Now this guy here I saw on Instagram, he put it to like the best. He said it the best way. I want you all to check this out.
This quarter zip trend is anti-black. I'll start this out by saying I think your intentions are good. You think that...
Alright, first off, brother, what the fuck are you wearing? You're wearing what? Girls' parachute pants? Trying to talk about other young men who are dressing more business casual instead of looking like someone walking around with a shiesty that like wants to rob people. Like, no, he's wearing a quarter zip, and a quarter zip is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
That you're elevating black people into more class and elegance. But you're implying that when you put on a quarter zip, that you stop being this type of black and you start being this better type of black.
Look, this Hotep, Black Hebrew Israelite adjacent energy is exactly what is holding our community back. Yep. Look, the reality is, if you wear a soccer uniform, people are going to think you play soccer. Yep. If you wear a basketball uniform, people are going to think you play basketball. 100%. If you wear a football uniform, people are going to think you play football. And the reality is, if it's 3 a.m. and you have a Nike Tech and a shiesty on, people are going to think you're going to rob them. That's not a black thing, that's a pattern recognition thing. Because if you have a choice between that guy and a guy wearing quarter zip tortoise frames and penny loafers, which one do you think you're going to be more happy to see? Look.
Now here's the thing I gotta say to this though. If these absolute idiots start walking around in quarter zips and business casual clothing doing crimes, it's going to ruin it for everybody. So it's not really about the outfits, it's the quality of people. The criminals are still gonna dress like criminals. You know, I don't see any roadmen wearing quarter zips and walking around trying to look professional. You know, it's fun for a lot of black people to engage in this trend, and I love everything about it. But let's be honest here. In every single community, there are bad people. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, there's criminals in every single community. And we need to focus on the criminal aspects, not the race aspects of things. And I think that's where a lot of the meaningful discourse gets lost when it comes to these topics. But yeah, let's continue. Oh, wrong one.
Look, the reality is, the only thing that is anti-black is certain people within our culture's infatuation with struggle and everything that is attached to it. Because somehow to them, luxury, exclusivity, higher level living is something that's somehow only reserved for white people. But here's the truth, and I know this may be an amazing thing to conceptualize and something that seems so unreal, but there are black people who live in penthouses, who live in million-dollar homes, who spend their summers in Martha Vineyards and visiting the Hamptons and go on vacation to Saint-Tropez, Capri, and Monaco for F1, or stay at the Aman Tokyo, the Rosewood in Hong Kong, the Edition in Mykonos, and the Four Seasons in the Maldives. People who in their homes collect Gordon Parks photography, and when you walk through, you see sculptures by Theaster Gates. And the thing that you will notice with all of these individuals and the people that you see at these events is I can almost 100% guarantee you they're not wearing Nike Techs. So for the love of God, please do not dim this movement with respectability politics and think pieces that somehow infer that black people wanting to level up their lives and their taste level is anti-black.
And this is the thing I gotta also say. Most of the people you see going against this and saying, oh, you guys just want to be like white people, is some of the most ghetto looking unkempt losers on the internet. Like, you look at their hair, it's all it's like a fucking mess. It looks like they just rolled out of bed and turned on their camera, you know. And then also you got the fruity ones who are just claiming, oh, this is just bad fashion, you know, and then they'll try to say you should dress like me, and when you look at their outfit, they're wearing women's clothing. It's so freaking sad seeing every time young black men try to do something different, they start basically trying to hold them back. They start trying to shame them into, you know, being one of us. You know, you gotta dress a certain way, otherwise we're gonna ostracize you. And as I said before, man, it happened to me growing up. It even happens kind of now, even though I'm an adult man. Like, people come after me for doing this. Like, I'm working on a comic series right now. So because I spend my time drawing the stuff that happens in the story, I have black people. It's not always black people, but I have people in my community who are saying, oh man, that's lame, that's goofy, why are you doing this, like, that's not gonna make any money, blah blah blah. They're always consistently trying to hold anybody back that is trying to do something different, you know. And we need to put an end to this type of nonsense, man. Wearing a quarter zip doesn't make you anything. You are what you make yourself. So if you wear a quarter zip and you go out and you become a productive member of society, then great, that's good, that's the direction you should be heading in. But if you go out into society wearing a quarter zip and you still act like a thug, you still trying to start beef with people in the streets and all of this nonsense, then you're still a thug, you're still a loser, you're still a reject, a social reject at that. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. This quarter zip movement is fine. I have no problems with it. I think it's awesome. I think it's funny as well, watching some of these young men like make different reels and jokes about it on Instagram, Twitter, that type of stuff. Don't let these idiotic people claim that they know what blackness is like, and the only way to live black is by their way. Don't fall for that. Don't give in to this nonsense. If you guys agreed with my takes in the video, like and subscribe. It would help out the channel a lot. And if you disagree, tell me why in the comments below. And yeah, besides that, you'll have a good rest of your day, man. Later.